This video is an introduction to some of the special features in QEST Web App around moisture content testing. Moisture contents are a little special when it comes to soil and aggregate testing, insofar as they form a part of many other test methods, such as Atterberg limits, proctors, sieve analyses, and more. Here we have a standalone moisture content test built as part of the QEST Web App project. The preparation section of the test allows a user to record which method is being used, some detail on the material, and the drying temperature. Values here are defaulted and collapsed, since the vast majority of the time this data goes unchanged, so it's out of the way. We can change the value here if we wish to, and, for example, set a nominal particle size. Now that we have a nominal particle size, the test knows about the required minimum sample mass. After entering the mass data for the tear and wet mass, we receive a warning that there is insufficient material to run the test. We can choose to continue. This is just a warning, but it's there to help. After measuring the tear mass and the wet mass of the material, it is placed into the oven, usually overnight. So we will leave the moisture content test here for now, with the dry mass incomplete, and see how moisture contents make up parts of other tests as well. When looking at the oversized material of a proctor test, we have an embedded water content for the as-received water content of the fine material, which is used to calculate the dry mass of that material. This embedded moisture content is the same worksheet as the standalone one, including all the warnings and rules that are implemented there. Similarly, this proctor test also requires the dry masses for its moisture content values of the compaction points. Again, we will leave these incomplete for now and assume they are in the oven overnight. Likewise, this Atterberg limits test is complete except for the dry mass values for each of its liquid and plastic limit points. It is awaiting the dry masses such that the final results can be calculated. All of the material for these moisture content portions are now in the oven and will be weighed in the morning. The next day, when all of the tins for these portions come out of the oven, rather than having to go to each individual worksheet to enter the dry mass, a user of QEST Web App can use the Grid Dry Mass Data Entry feature to quickly and efficiently enter the dry masses for each moisture content test that is incomplete. The same rules and warnings for the moisture content test exist here too. Entering a dry mass that is greater than the wet mass will cause a warning to be highlighted and a value will not be calculated. The user can navigate to the test to see the details behind the warning. As data is entered here, it's not only the individual moisture content values that are calculated, but the results for the main methods, in which these moisture contents are embedded, are being updated and calculated as well. Our Atterberg limits test now has its results and relevant charts, as does the proctor test. All of these are now ready for checking and reporting. QEST Web App features have been designed with laboratory processes and efficiency in mind. If you have any questions or would like to find out more about QEST Web App, please contact Spectra.